Aloha, y'all. It is Saturday, Saturn's Day, named after Saturn, Kronos, Father Time, etymologically named after Saturn, esoterically also ruled by Saturn. It is the 20th of December, the last day of Sagittarius season. Enjoy it while it lasts. Sun is in Sagittarius, 29 degrees. Moon is in Capricorn, conjunct Mars, 5 degrees and 4 degrees respectively. Venus is technically conjunct the Sun by 5 degrees in Sag. We'll talk about the astrology as we go. There's still Grand Water Trine. But the cards I have pulled for this Saturn's Day are the Ten of Wands, the clarifier of the King of Swords. And the wild card is from Dante's Inferno, Diabolical Warden. Sounds like Saturn indeed. So let's get into the cards. If you're a wand, I should say if you're a fire sign, you're a wand. Necessarily, we all have spirit and action in us, but the fire signs are the wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. On page 120, 10 of Wands, I carry the burdens of life. Lightening your load and admiring the beauty surrounding you. Determination to see the situation through to the end. Moon in Cap, conjunct Mars. Keep going, keep pushing. Make one more good push. Last moments of Sag Sun. The tens in Tarot represent the completion of intense cycles fraught with danger, psychologically complex, impregnated with possibilities. This card determines you have arrived at the climax of an epic odyssey. In overcoming the negative force of the mind's shadow, you have tenaciously given life to a creative venture, realized a dream, or accomplished a major goal. And yet, as you reach the summit of this metaphorical mountain, you face possibly an even bigger challenge ahead. Uranus retrograde in Taurus, opposite Black Moon Lilith, last degree in Scorpio. It's like, oh, I thought it was done. No, it's a false summit. It's not Mount Everest peak. It is Base Camp 1. You must now deal with the consequences of success and achievement. A path mirrored in so many mythological adventures where the intrepid hero arrives at the promised land battered and beaten, only to discover that this is in fact where the real work begins. Frodo and company get to the elves. They're like, I got stabbed. That was so hard. I'm done, right? Mordor calls. The real work begins. We are led to believe there is some place to reach where suddenly everything will be just fine and all our problems will vanish. The fairy tale ending. A Shangri-La. That if we too work hard enough or are smart enough, we can save up to build our own paradise. Right? The Kubla Khan, the dream, North Node in Pisces. But there's work to do forever and ever. Sisyphus pushing the rock. Overwhelming evidence suggests otherwise. We have only to look at the dysfunctional and often destructive lives of countless celebrities and high achievers. We somehow believe in the formula when then. When I have this, then I'll be happy. Or when I do this, then I'll be happy. The never-ending list. The workaholism, never resting. Being still in the moment and smiling and smelling the roses. You could think there's some other, final boss, but there's infinite final bosses. The very essence of life is movement. Change is the only constant. There is no continuous realm of happiness. No matter what we may achieve, life will move on and we must still deal with the realities of our human existence. If we can accept life is an ever-shifting landscape, we will cease to crave the highs and curse the lows. If we understand that anything worth achieving, even great achievements, are simply stations on the journey back into the open arms of Providence, then we will not be shattered by what lies ahead. We travel station to station, present moment to present moment, infinitely. The happy ever after, it turns out, is the moment we find ourselves in right now. Pluto and Aquarius, Sun and Sag, mindfuck. In the artwork, we see the ancient mother tree hovering above graffiti-strewn walls. The graffiti-strewn wall of steps. This symbolizes the effort it takes to achieve something to reach a goal. Mars, Moon, in Capricorn, conjunct. Can't stop, won't stop. The twisted wands of the Starman Tarot are all gifted from the ancient mother tree. Throughout this suit, the wands flow between different roles: a flaming torch of hope, a lethal flaming weapon, an attractor for abundance, or a symbol of togetherness and stability. In this card, they take on the role of the burdens we must carry. Frodo even calls the ring my burden. As we look past the stooped figure, the steps that lead nowhere are repeated into the distance under the watchful gaze of the giant Starman statue. Cirith Ungol, if you are into Lord of the Rings, I keep referencing it. The animal skeletons which move across the sands suggest that time will erode everything. Mars in Capricorn, conjunct the moon. The star-decorated scorpion, the sting of life, skulks behind us. Bending to pick up the wand, this battered soul sees the astonishing beauty of a fresh rose growing up through the chain links in the ground. His hand impulsively reaches for it. The rose offers a moment of wonder and beauty, moments filled with sadness and others with joy, the bittersweet symphony that is. Can we smell the roses, the good and the bad and the ugly, the yin and yang? The Ten of Wands invites you to cherish such moments of beauty and wonderment, precious and delicate as a flower growing in the desert. Put down your burdens for a moment and just marvel in the miracle of it all. Life is made up of small moments. We must carry on what needs to be done, for the Mother Tree has work for us to do. Lighten your load, admire the beauty surrounding you, determination to see the situation to the end. Make one more good push. I know we're all probably feeling a little burnt out. I'm sick of Mariah Carey Christmas songs and buying presents and I gotta travel now. Oh my god! And when will the market recover or whatever it is? When will they release the Epstein files fully? We got to keep pushing. It's a never-ending story, and to think otherwise is just going to set you up for disappointment. So the clarifying card is the King of Swords. It's the highest intellection, grounding the mind. Right, so if you're a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the swords, the mind, are your suit. On page 90, I believe in a fair world for all. Pluto and Aquarius. Can we actually do that? Gathering all the facts, synthesizing a logical solution benefiting all, resistance to pain, using your intellect to grow and prosper by pursuing your ideals. So we have to, get a proper mindset to overcome the burdens, the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, which will never cease. We can get into a place in our own minds where we ground, right? The Vikings are going to always climb hills and find new lands. It's, a burden to be in existence at all at some level. It is what it is. But we have to find the place where we are and sit in it well, basically. So the shadow card is coming from Dante's Inferno. It's number 11, Diabolical Warden. More than 1,000 who from heaven were cast, I saw above the gates who furiously demanded, who ere death on him has passed holds through the region of the dead his way. Canto 8. The journey. As Dante and Virgil reach the gate of the foul city of Dis, they are confronted by a horde of demons who demand that the living poet retreat back the way he came. Divination. Though they dwell in a pit of darkness, all demons retain some memory of the glory of their days in heaven. It is the pain of this memory that causes them to lash out at all within their domain. The shadow is part of ourselves that we have buried deep down so no others can see it. Without realizing, we easily project it onto others. Consider whether intense emotions of anger may be born from a hidden or unhealed hurt within yourself. Perhaps what you dislike in your enemy is the fragmented version of yourself, or a fragment of yourself. Open your eyes to see the shadow within it, and it will not have power over you, right? You won't think Darth Vader's so bad if you know that you can be a Darth Vader too. So keep pushing. Don't hesitate to keep grounding your mind and expanding your horizons mentally and doing the work, knowing that the work is its own reward. It's like there's no final destination. It's a never-ending story. That can be discouraging, but not if you have the right mindset. And know that also you're, when you're like, you're the bad guy, my shit doesn't stink. It's like everybody has yin and everybody has yang. Trump to you, to whatever, Jeffrey Epstein Island, right? So how do we keep pushing through the dream while keeping our mind sharp, gathering more and more data and not being overwhelmed, burnt out, and simultaneously, ultimately, hopefully getting to the namaste place realistically. You might never get to enlightenment, but if we can have compassion for ourselves and others, it goes a long way. So if you've enjoyed this, tag somebody, leave a tip. An hour of cards, 5 tarot and 5 oracle cards, is $50. 3 hours of astrology, a 3-hour tour, is $150. But if it's your birthday, happy birthday, Sagittarians, it's half off on either or both. So hit me up for that. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on a card reading for yourself. So I hope you enjoy your Saturn's day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.